Prime-time local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
The Municipal Development Plan was brought to Council yesterday after going through some revisions. Here's Callan Dunlop with more.
Last month, over 20 people came to Council to voice their concerns on the proposed MDP. Yesterday, administration presented their updated plan. The plan includes over 25 revisions.
And basically what I saw from administration was they took those submissions and that information that came forward at the public hearing that was generated to us, and we passed it on, and tried to make the adjustments that people asked for. Certainly there's still discussion in the community, as you heard today, that people feel that they don't need an MDP, that the MDP is connected to things outside the city. I'll reassure people in the community that it was talked about the MDP as for Lloydminster. It was built for Lloydminster, had input from Lloydminster from that perspective.
Some of the revisions include adding wording to confirm residents can leave their neighborhood, as well as adding a policy to create a Winter City strategy. Administration also removed the wording of neighborhood villages, alternative housing forms, and low-carbon mobility systems.
The questions I asked today, is there anything in our municipal development plan really, in summary, going to change the way we do things in the city? The short answer is no. Basically, we've had to update our MDP because we have extra land that's been annexed from our neighbors in the county, and because of that change to our footprint, now have to have a redevelopment plan put in place to do so.
The MDP will be brought back to Council for a second, third, and final reading on May 23rd. Callan Dunlop, Primetime, Local News.
And now it's time for us to check in with Shelby Clark for a look at weather on this very smoky day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jace Mackey. Yes, now taking a first look at your weather forecast. We were expecting us to cool down slightly for today. We are just sitting at 19, but yes, for that air quality, we are definitely seeing a lot of smoke outside. So please make sure you are being careful outside whatsoever, especially if you have, asthma or whatsoever outside. It is definitely hard a little bit to breathe right now. So please make sure you are being careful out there. Make sure you're trying to stay inside as much as possible, but hopefully this will start to kind of ease up and clear away by tomorrow mid-afternoon. Right now we are just sitting at 19, so just under that 20-degree mark, and we are, of course, behind all that smoke is a mixture of some sun and clouds. We did see a lot more of that smoke condition start to move slowly into the border city throughout the day today. Switching over to temperatures across the region for Alberta and Saskatchewan, most spots are kind of sitting at the same temperature as what we are seeing in the border city. Most spots are just around 19 to 20 degrees on our Alberta side. Then we have a couple that are just slightly warmer with that 21 at St. Paul, and then we have 22s up in Bonnyville and Cold Lake, as they are just seeing slightly warmer conditions, but we definitely are seeing that air quality, poor air quality conditions kind of across the region. Switching over to our Saskatchewan side, they are matching with us with those temperatures for the most part. Most spots are seeing slightly warmer just by a couple degrees. Most are just sitting at 21 right now on this side. We have 18 up in Isle Cross, as they are probably seeing the coolest condition compared to the rest. And we go a bit lower, Macklin and North Battleford looking slightly warmer with 23 and 24. But North Battleford will be going down to that 7 for their evening low temperature, so they will be seeing that plus temperature once again, as we are starting to see that more in our surrounding areas as we are in the spring season, moving into the summer season. They will expect a slight breeze throughout the evening, so that will probably cool things down and hopefully try to clear out some of that air quality. Then for their Wednesday, they will be looking at 17, so cooling down once again for their temperature for their daytime high, and a mixture of some sun and cloud. Hopefully some of the smoky conditions will start to clear up by then. For tonight for Cold Lake, they'll be seeing that 6-degree mark for their evening low temperature, so not too bad. They'll be expecting a clear night tonight. And then for their daytime high tomorrow, 14 degrees for that temperature, so they will definitely be cooling down from what they have been seeing for the past couple days, and they will expect more of a breeze throughout the day as well, so they will be getting a little bit of that wind chill tomorrow for their Wednesday. For us here in the border city, we will be looking at that 6-degree mark for our evening low, so not looking at too bad of a temperature. And as I was saying before, hopefully we will be seeing this air quality conditions start to kind of ease up throughout the evening as we head into tomorrow, because we will be looking at 17 for our daytime highs. So cooling down, but it's a nice break from some of those scorches we've had, and we are expecting a mixture of some sun and cloud. Hopefully some of that breeze will help start to clear things up a bit. And now ending off with a look at some of your weather photo submissions. Thank you to everyone that submitted throughout the week so far. I will use them on my weather segments. Got one here from Nadine. Gorgeous shot. Absolutely love to see those colors in the sky. And this one is from Sharon. A nice, beautiful, cute butterfly shot. Thank you so much, everyone. That's all I have for now for a first look at your weather forecast.
Thanks for that, Shelby. Later in the show, we're going to take a closer look at new modeling for how our weather will shape up this summer. The Lloydminster Bobcats will once again be hosting the Evening of Champions with some high-profile speakers coming here to the border city. Here's Thomas Wildman with more.
Today we have Nigel Dube, the coach and general manager of the Lloydminster Bobcats, and he is here today to tell us about the Evening of Champions event that they will be hosting. And thank you so much for being with us today, Nigel.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right, Nigel, tell me a little bit about this event and what purpose it serves for the Lloydminster Bobcats.
Yeah, we're very appreciative. The Evening of Champions has been going for several years, and very thankful as an organization for the committee that puts a lot of work into it behind the scenes to make it happen. And obviously a big fundraiser for the Bobcats, and it's an annual thing. So we're very appreciative of that committee and the work that they do, the sponsors that sponsor, as well as the people that attended. And this year, obviously a big headliner and John Gibbons, former GM of the Toronto Blue Jays. So a little bit out of the hockey side of things, but definitely a headliner. All reviews on his speaking and where he's been. It's a pretty fun night to listen to him chat about that. And I think there's also a big presence of Blue Jays fans in this area.
And so you mentioned John Gibbons. Tell me a little bit about what he's going to be speaking on at the event, as well as the two other guests and what they will be speaking on at the event.
I think with John Gibbons, obviously in a Toronto Blue Jays manager and the heat of the MLB and a market like Toronto, whether it be baseball or hockey, they're under a lot of pressure there. And I think that, just his experiences, whether it be dealing with players, the city, the media, and all those things. And, he's got a heck of a resume that, he'll talk about there. And then with John Shannon, Oilers TV, and what he's done, as well as, some of the different areas that he's been a part of, and then Scott MacArthur too as well, the broadcasting side of things and his experiences, from the media standpoint too. So I think it brings a little bit different entertainment than we're used to at the Evening of Champions. The last couple of years have been really hockey based, and this one, breaks up in a different dynamic that should be great for everybody to listen to.
And then, Nigel, could you tell me a little bit more about what exactly will be taking place at the Evening of Champions, and if people are interested in buying tickets, where they can go to get them and for more information?
Yeah, well, the evening itself is great. There's, again, live auction items that'll be there to go with the entertainment and a different little style of silent auction this year that will be online leading up to the event. I think that'll be unique and some great options there. And, if you're looking for tickets, Tom Kelly 8611@gmail.com. Tom can help you out or reach out to the Bobcats office, 780-871-0900. And, you don't have to buy a table. You can buy the individual seat too if you want. But if a business is looking or a group of people are looking for a table, the tables do seat 8, and that would be an opportunity as well.
And then, Nigel, finally, when is the Evening of Champions taking place?
It's September 7th. It's a Thursday night, so it's an opportunity for everyone to get out kind of at the end of the week, but not on a weekend, and still be able to enjoy their weekend after that.
Thank you so much for all the information, Nigel, and we hope that the Bobcats will continue to have a good off-season and that this event will be quite successful for your organization.
Awesome. Thanks, Thomas.
Joining us today for Primetime Local News is Jerry Duhame with the Just Cruising Club here in Lloydminster. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today, Jerry.
Thank you, Jess Shelby.
Of course, really excited to be able to have you on here because we are speaking on the Show and Shine event that's coming in back here for another year in the border city. So for people out there that may not be aware, can you kind of explain what this event is and what it's all about for the club?
Well, absolutely. I'm a member of Just Cruising Car Club, which has been in existence for some time. This will be our 14th annual Show and Shine in Lloydminster. And we've always tried to put on a good show. Our claim to fame is that it's the biggest show between Edmonton and Saskatoon. So we're trying to uphold that promise. And so far, it's been going very, very well. We decided some time ago but we always attend car shows, but we don't have an opportunity to invite people back to enjoy our car shows. So we started having these car shows about 14 years ago, stealing some ideas from some of the bigger shows in the US, which some of the things you do not see in any other show but ours. So it's going to be kind of cool.
And for the club, when and where will the event be for this year?
Absolutely. You can always plan on our car show every year. It's going to be Saturday, the Father's Day weekend, to make it a very special weekend for the dads and the whole family for that matter. It's going to be at the Service Sports Center on the 17th of July, Saturday, Father's Day weekend.
Now, for residents out there that may not be able to come and support this Father's Day weekend for the Show and Shine event, how else can they support, would you say?
Well, absolutely. We've had just a tremendous amount of support from the sponsorships that we've gotten this year, and it's become a community event. We even invite the mayor. We have a mayor's pick award. He gets to pick a trophy, and he said to us that this has become a major event for Lloydminster. Very well supported by sponsors, very well supported by people just coming through, our participants who show their cars, and by the general public who come to see the vehicles and to see the vendors and to have some fun.
And are there any differences or changes that are being made for the Show and Shine event for 2023, would you say, for this year compared to previous events?
A little bit different. We have our usual things. We have kids' activities. We have some major sponsors who've come again to help us out with that. Can Do Auto is going to have the matchbox races where kids can pick a car and race it. If it loses, they pick another one until they find a winner and they get to take it home with them. And Schiller Associates and All Out Auto Repair have sponsored this is one of our key events that we do. It's called Make and Take. Kids can come and build a snap together model and take it with them. And it's fully sponsored. There's no charge for this. No one else does this about our car show. It's pretty exciting for the families.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool indeed. I think the kids will love it out there that want to come and support for this event. Now, would you say for previous Show and Shines that you saw some strong support from residents?
We've had some great, great support. When the weather's great, people come out in droves. And like I say, it's a family event. There's no admission charge. There's no charge for our participants to show their vehicles. It's a fully sponsored event. So they can come and show up and stroll around, have the kids make a model, race a matchbox car, see what there is to see. We've got the rescue squad going to be out with all their stuff. We've got Britannia Wilton going to show up with their big ladder truck, fire truck, so the kids can check all those cool things out. But a new event for us this year, which is going to be really cool. We've got 2 top fuel dragsters going to show up, and they're going to be there on display, and they're going to fire them up 4 or 5 times during the day. So it'll be loud and proud day for Just Cruising at Service Sports Center.
And for people wanting to find some more information about this online, just to be able to check it out, where can you say they can go?
They can go and look on our website, which is justcruising.com. They can contact me. It's all over town on the posters with our sponsors, but they can contact me at 780-871-1906. Or they can come out to any of our cruise nights. We're always around Wednesday nights. We were at the mall, but there's a big car display there by Nissan right now, so we don't really have room. So we borrowed the parking lot from Home Hardware for the month of May. So if you want to come and check us out a little bit and find more information about the show, we're at Home Hardware Wednesday nights from 7 to 9. We have something new this year too. We've invited a pinstriper. He's going to come and do a demo for people. If you want something pinstriped on your vehicle or something like that, he's going to be there to accommodate that. It's just going to be a fun day for the family, and it's not a thing that's going to cost you a lot of money. So come on out and join us on the 17th of June, Father's Day weekend. That's the Saturday. And guess what? The Rib Fest is going to be right beside us this year too. So lots of food, fun family activities. So come and join us.
Perfect. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great Father's Day weekend indeed with everything that's coming up, including the Show and Shine event. That's going to be fantastic. And I think you're going to be seeing some strong support. So once again, Jerry, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Shelby.
Furniture set and design supplied by Furniture Gallery, downtown Lloydminster.
Clayton Bellamy is joining me today on Primetime Local News. We have a special event we're chatting about today. First of its kind. Clayton, thank you for joining me today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you have the Clayton Bellamy Foundation for the Arts, and you have an event that you're going to give a try here in September. I guess it's the first time. So it's the gala and golf. So tell me a little bit about what is planned for September 1 and 2.
Well, the Celebrity Golf and Gala event by the Clayton Bellamy Foundation was started. We're raising money to complete the building of a new theater here in the Lakeland area. We're retrofitting the old high school gym at the Bonnyville Centralized High School into a 340-seat state-of-the-art theater. And we've already raised actually $1.2 million towards our $2 million goal. So we're very excited to be able to bring this event to Bonnyville. It's going to be hosted by Danny Hooper, and it's going to be featuring the Roadhammers and Tim Hicks, Dan Davidson, Mike Plume, and a bunch of other great celebrities that have volunteered their time to be a part of this event. And we have an amazing vintage Hollywood style gala on the Friday night, and we auction off all the celebrities to the highest bidder, and they get to go and golf with the winners the next day. And we've actually got Alberta's first, and I think only ever, $1 million hole-in-one at the golf tournament the next day, sponsored by our friends here in Napa Bonnyville, so Northern Truck. So a very, very exciting weekend we have planned, and it's all going to such a great cause to build this new theater in Bonnyville and to help bring the arts back to the Lakeland and to our kids.
So can you tell me about what you need right now, Clayton, leading up to the event? It's obviously a few months away. Do you need sponsors? Do you need volunteers? Do you need all of the above?
About $800,000 would be great. I need that. No, you know what? All of the above, really. We're looking for sponsors, for people who'd like to attend by purchasing a table, and we also need volunteers to make this event go off fabulously. So people can go to ClaytonBellamyFoundation.org, and right on the front page there, if they scroll down, they can see all the information and a contact people and contact numbers. They can reach out to make a donation or to volunteer. And absolutely, we could use all the help we could get to reach our goal. And originally the foundation was just put in place to help with furthering arts education with our kids, and also we supply a bursary to send kids to secondary arts in the Lakeland. So all of that is going to continue, but now we also have this theater that we're going to be running and building. So we've got a lot on our plates, and no one does it alone. We need some great community builders to get behind it with us and really help us to build that programming out so we can bring arts education does so much for our kids, and it's proven over and over again in studies and how much it brings to a community, and we really want to bring that here.
Clayton, you've obviously had some really good support so far. Going beyond the gala and into the theater, once the theater is up, will it be hosting events like plays and performances, and also be available to schools, or what's the vision for the whole use of the theater?
Yes, well, we're going to be building a floating state-of-the-art dance floor, which will be great for dance or for cheer. We also want to be holding, dramatic productions, as well as world-class artists. We want to be performing there, singing and playing. We plan on becoming part of the Alberta Touring Alliance, so that we can, with our theater alliance, so we can join up with other theater groups who are booking entertainment, so we can get the best that this country and the world has to offer. We want to be able to bring world-class artists to the place and to feature them for our community.
Clayton, why is it important to have your name and this legacy for the Bonnyville area?
You know what? That's a great question. For me, when I was starting out in music, I was given a $2,500 bursary by the Bonnyville Grand Ole Opry to go and study music and begin my career. And I believe that at that time, that was the only time they'd ever done it, and it was never done after that. And I just really took that to heart, and I carried it with me for 20 years. And I always wanted to give back to those people who who helped me get my start. And essentially, eventually I made it to the actual Grand Ole Opry and performed there with the Roadhammers. So for it to come full circle now and be me, and for this foundation to be able to come back and give back to the community that helped me get my start is really what's been at the heart of this whole endeavor. And it's just grown because there's so many people, I found out as we started, that are so passionate about the arts and really wanting this for the community. And I'm just so proud to be a part of this. And I am such a small part of it, really, because there are so many amazing community builders that are really making this happen behind the scenes.
Well, Clayton, thank you so much for joining me today. This is an exciting event coming up again, September 1st and 2nd. And if somebody's looking for more information, tickets, however they want to help out Clayton, one more time, what's the website?
Clayton Bellamy Foundation.org. And yes, they can check out everything they need there. And hopefully we'll see you there, Stacey.
I will be there. Thank you so much, Clayton.
Thank you.
Ending off with another quick look at your 7-day forecast. We are going to be expecting, another cool day tomorrow with 17 for our daytime high. Hopefully with this severe weather alert, with the air quality statement, we will be seeing, the smoke start to clear up through our midday afternoon tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't lead into Thursday, but we shall see. Stay tuned. 19 on Thursday, and then we start to warm up after that as we head into the May long weekend. Almost hitting that 30-degree mark on Friday, so some beautiful days ahead expected for the weekend. 23, 24 for Saturday and Sunday. So please make sure to get out there and enjoy it. Hopefully, of course, the smoke will clear up and we will be able to breathe properly outside. Just make sure to watch out for that. And then as we head into our Monday starting off next week, we will be looking at that 21 and then slightly cooling down with hopefully some precipitation next Tuesday.
All right, thank you so much for that, Shelby. And thank you all for joining us this evening for Primetime Local News. Have a great night, stay cool, and we'll see you here again tomorrow.